Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French in our campaign. Currently taking on the Japanese fleet. We have just snagged a bit of India, and our fleets are now free to go about their business. I believe the battlecruisers are headed over here to the Central Atlantic, and the rest are headed to the Pacific. Looks like they built another battlecruiser. The Japanese fleet currently consists of 13 ships, 2 battleships, 2 battlecruisers, 1 heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers, and 6 destroyers. For a total of 155,000 tons. Ours is 23 battleships, 4 battlecruisers, 15 heavy cruisers, 33 light cruisers, 131 destroyers, and 90 subs. For a total of 1 megaton. That's right. We have the world's first mega fleet. Pardon me. Japanese want peace. What are we at right now? 83,000 minus 2,000, 81,000 victory point difference? Nah, we keep fighting. Oh, we did. We managed to intercept the Juyo, which is a Hatsusei class battleship. 5 dual 12-inch turrets. Which if those hit, we're done. Even the 8-inch ones might take us out. 9 5-inch guns, probably in casemates. A good amount of 3 and 4-inch. We might see some trouble. I think our plan going in is to set them up abreast of each other, and we'll try to hit the battleship from multiple angles at a longer range so that they can't avoid all of us. So to that end, southwest, good enough. Actually, let's just, yep, there they are. How are the environmentals? Actually favorable. That's bad news for us. Because that'll improve their accuracy, which doesn't really help us. We're not looking for a gunfight. So the line will head south. The Joy will head north. And Cavalier will head dead ahead. Oh, she's already damaged? What happened to her? We're working with 6-kilometer torpedoes. Really? Alright. All 3 get to use their smoke generators. Line is at 5.5 kilometers. Droid is almost there. Cavalier will get to 5.5. Then hard to port. Alright, let's see what we can do. Normal, normal, normal. The droids are away. Lions are away. Cavaliers are away. Turn away and watch. Oh yeah, it's a glorious cross angle. I don't really like the we have damage from a previous battle decals. They don't really work out so well. There's one, straight in the engine compartment. And two. Up forward, just as we identify her. Excellent. The problem is how do they store damage decals between one battle and another? And that's going to decrease save times and... oh, that is a mess. Increase save times and cause longer load times and longer times between battles when it's loading the battle up. Like, there's no easy solution for that with the way they have the game architecture. Not that I'm an expert, I'm not a game developer, but my understanding of how the databases work. I don't think our 4-inch guns are going to do anything. I'll still turn around for now. Hopefully the flooding's progressive. She's certainly struggling. And we may be able to get up close and finish her off. If no, she's flooding all the way back. She's done. Yeah. There she goes. Nice, clean, well-executed cross-torpedo attack. From roughly 5 kilometers. Maybe a little closer for Cavalier. Accuracy's not good. This is why you see an increase in torpedo tubes. During this time period. Or more launchers. Based on the doctrines of the combatants of the time. Well, the nations. Not all of them were combatants. Thinner war period. Man, that was 13,000 victory points. Just that. Northeast Asia is the only place we're losing transports this time. Poland abandons Japan to her fate. Well, Poland's quite small now. Italy failed to get Syria. You needed to get your fleet back up. I'm going to send you all down here. Oh, that's one of the battle cruisers. Oh, it's going to go into a minefield. Well, let's see if we can intercept them. Oh, we're going to be cruising for interception here. Looks like they combined their two fleets and they're trying to send them back to the Pacific through the Mediterranean, which is where our battlecruiser is headed. St. Denis still repairing that cruiser. Did we have anybody else who was repairing at this time? Caribbean, not a concern. Bay of Biscay, Baltic Sea, North Sea, Caribbean. Bay of Biscay. West Indian Ocean, St. Denis, Bay of Biscay. Arabian Sea. They made it. So we can actually defend. Thusly. Alright, I think that might be it for... Oh yeah, do we have a bunch of suspended light cruisers? I think they were. No, we suspended the destroyers. We have a bit of tonnage. We might be able to resume all of them. And considering the light cruisers and heavy cruisers didn't adjust, I think we came in under. Ooh, just. Oh wow. Japanese government overthrown. Meanwhile, we're gonna have a fight on our hands. I wonder if this is a hexagonal arrangement of 11-inch guns with the 2 duals and the 4 singles. A lot of 4-inch. Those will be dangerous. This is a much faster ship at 28 knots. I'll have to see how her armor looks. Nope, we do not want a screen. There they are. We'll do the same thing. Le filibustier, the dog will continue on, and croissant will go straight in. Meanwhile, our cruiser will go broadside. Gunnery today is typical. Total of about -14. Nice little workhorses these cruisers are. Get our smoke out. Oh, they're after the cruiser. And we're already getting relatively close. I think we're gonna have to execute a simultaneous attack as we close in. We're under 4. And dog is going to be getting out of position here soon. Quickest would be to port, so we'll do that. Probably the least favorable angle, though. All right. You can turn away. Dog, turn away. Croissant is the last one. Come on, get him off. There we go. Away. Oh, they didn't actually launch. Oh, bad news. Well, that happened in real life. Mixed messages and all. Looks like we'll still get it. Oh, yep. Tagged the front, but it was a dud. Not surprising given the angle. But we got another one up forward. We've now identified them as the Ontaki. Flash fire could not have had a better result. All it takes is one torpedo. This one might hit. I don't think it's going to matter much though. Yep, gets the tail end. I think that secures the victory. Different arrangement than I thought. A-B turrets were duels. No, the side turrets were duels. And this one was raised. Gotta give it to the AI sometimes. Real winners of designs. But yeah, the wing turrets were the dual turrets. The centerline ones were the singles. So not a hexagonal look at all. More of like a funky, thinned out dreadnought. RN dreadnought. like belt's gonna be difficult to do anything with. Ooh. Got too far away. Let's actually get you guys all linked up again. And send you back. Because we might have to do a follow-up on this one. She's shipping a lot of water, but it's contained. We don't see spillover into these middle compartments. Flash fire didn't spread. She's hurting, but she's still floating. And her armor looks very good. I don't see much opportunity for us to get through that. Belt wise, we're looking at 11.6 inches, so 23 inches with their armor quality. Aft deck being 6.6, so probably say 13 just for ease of remembering. And we get nowhere near that. Let's reform over here. That way we're not dragging one of our destroyers straight into her close range. We're sitting at 5 kilometers right now. What kind of HE do we have on this class? High capacity. Good. That's what we want to see. Do some evasive action. Yeah, and it looks like she's pumping the water down. Our destroyers are using also high capacity? Yeah. The only thing we could be using better at this point would be incendiary rounds. Crew losses are 18.4%, and they're keeping up with the fires overall. does have torpedoes. Bow and stern. Fast 4-kilometer range. Alright, we're getting a few fires in there. That is it for Curacao. Flooding aft steering, that might get a little ugly. We are starting a lot of fires. We have a good chance of... Ooh, torpedo detonation, good. It's a chunk of damage. Fore and after sections of the ship, though, are pretty well chewed up. Alright, we're getting too far out there with the cruiser. Still got a little bit to get the next set of torpedoes ready, but we can dive in. Looks like they got their fires under control. Don't want any unfortunate accidents, so I'm going to keep everything ready to go. Since we're going in with the destroyers, I'm going to cut across behind with the light cruiser. Actually, with her making that turn. Alright, all torpedoes. Go. Oh man, we're losing the angle. Has anybody launched yet? No, we still have all torpedoes. We can turn around or continue on across the other side of the battle cruiser and maybe even do the torpedoes sequentially. Now torpedoes. There's one. There's two. There's three. Let's turn out. like we got one. Checking the log. Man, there's so much going on. 5 torpedo hits total. We gotta keep the fire on then. That was our last torpedoes. We just gotta keep the fire on and hope for the best. She does have some progressive flooding, so there's hope that it bursts a bulkhead. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. Getting dangerously close now. Accepting damage to do so. Extensive fire, that's what we were looking for. We did a lot of the initial damage, destroyed her capability to do accurate fire, and then just laid in with medium range fire, cut her crew down, and then tried our second torpedo attack, which didn't really work out. But she was maneuvering a lot. That made it difficult. Could have done better in that execution. But then we finished her off by ignoring any minor damage we were likely to take as we closed in. Wow. That was a little rough at one point. That's another 13,000. Now they're down to 1 battleship, 1 battlecruiser. We did lose 8 transports. Northern Oceania being the other. Everybody's abandoning Japan now. There's our North Oceania guy. Single heavy cruiser headed for Davao. We'll send the whole fleet. Meanwhile, we'll bring these guys in for some quick repairs. Nope, they changed their mind, headed back the other way. A battle cruiser with escorts is not something our patrol fleets can actually take on. So we'll seek to intercept them off of South Africa. The Empire of Japan is now a democracy. Terrible GDP growth, but good budget and power. But they don't really have very many ships left. We are still good on our shipyards. Mamluk is commissioning now. It's a spa here. I don't know where she belongs though. Who's missing a destroyer? Was it one of these? I know this one was. Those aren't Spahis though. And that one has 3 destroyers. That one has 3 destroyers. We're missing a cruiser in that group. I don't know. It's fine. We're accused of war crimes. Our unrest is nil. I don't see any reason. Oh, wow, we have a lot of money now. We could just eat that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do an investigation. Alright, Empire of Japan replaces their naval leader. No surprise there. Central Atlantic, Northeast Asia. That's about what we expect. Ottomans regain control of their territory. Submarine transport attack. First time seeing that. They changed their angle. See if we can capture them. Meanwhile, we are in position with our first fleet, so we can order an invasion of Frederick Wilhelmshaven. Which would be German New Guinea. We'll get that started. Yep, they're going to continue to go for it. So we'll intercept them off of Africa still. Down to 179% for our transport capacity. And these guys did not go into port. Next turn. Closing in on the end of 1924, we're about to see 1925. A lot of our new hulls, as research gets completed, are going to balloon. At least I suspect so, partly because of the hulls that we're starting to see and because we're ahead on tech quite a bit. Armor cost is cheaper, outstanding. 16-inch Mark II, making them usable. Marine VHF Radio 3. Better comms, West Africa. Magan for the Korean Empire. We launch our invasion. Northern America. Yes, I support this action. Alright, that shouldn't be hard. This is 154,000 tons. That's 275,000 tons. Good grief. These are big fleets. We have them split up, and they keep dodging all over the place. Might have to split this fleet into a couple parts to actually capture them. Keelung, they should be just starting to repair. What's our other submarine action? There we go. Naval invasion, conquest, nothing to see there. West Africa, we're going to be behind the curve. They are most assuredly low on fuel at this point. Try to get them in the Indian Ocean somewhere. And double check, yeah, we are good. Year and a half for the battleships, year for the heavy cruisers, all the support ships to be completed before then. Soviet Union replaces theirs. No, we want to fight. We're in the middle of an invasion. I'm not going to give up on that. Finally capturing the Kako and forcing her into a fight. This is quite a big fleet to be sending after a single heavy cruiser. I have a feeling we're both going to be low on fuel. So it's going to be a slow fight, and it's in fog, outstanding. And this is the mixed fleet. Gascony, Solferino, Provence, Justice, and then we get the Belarus over there and the Invincible over here. Lead with the Surveillante, followed by the Invincibles. And then the Solferino taking up the rear. Perfect. Heavy cruisers will send ahead. They're going to have screening force of destroyers. The rest of the destroyers will tag along behind the battle fleet. The destroyers are definitely out of fuel. Alright. They are to the northeast. Waiting for that radio direction finding. Spotted to the north. Do we not have radio direction finding on these? Advanced radio. We might not. What do you have? Advanced radio. Advanced radio. Advanced radio. Yeah, we do not have. We do not have our direction finders. That is unfortunate. Northeast. Alright, we're starting to see a change in direction. It's like the sun is rising. No, setting. Spotted to the north now. Good old-fashioned wild goose chase with our relics. Northwest. The cruisers are now more likely to see them. Nope, there they are. We found them. Or rather, they found us. Ranging shot from the forward battery. The accuracy is actually not bad. Penetrations with the 3-inch, of all things. We'll kick out the bow slightly. Just to expose the wing turrets. Eight-inch through their funnel. Rudder damaged. Excellent. Oh, come on, stop wigging out. Looks like their fore and aft armor is very poor. In fact, we might have encountered one of these earlier in the initial month of the campaign. Or this war. And yeah, these are under-armored. Flash fire. That's right. These are the ones that light up. Just had to find them. That was the hard part. That leaves us with the one raiding party battlecruiser with escorts off of Africa. Sweden wants a few cruisers. We have plenty of room in the shipyards. Invasion 1, Invasion 2, both looking very easy to manage. We do see the appearance of a destroyer. Can we launch multiple invasions? Bismarck Archipelago, please. That be on this side? Most likely. Not sure which one it'll appear at. Looks like we have another destroyer out there as well. Checking on our friend off of Africa. We'll adjust where we're going to meet her. Check our finances real quick. Not that I'm really worried about it anymore. In fact, we're gaining on our transport capacity now. And we'll go ahead and bring it into 1925. There's our additional invasion. An ambush. Probably another submarine attack here in the Sea of Japan. Northwest Italy has oil. Surprise strike. Battlecruiser Nishinotori. We have a Palestro, a bunch of Magans. Lord knows how many of those we've made. The Arethusa. We have torpedoes on all the Korean ones. I think this is kind of risky, but let's see what would happen. There is our light cruiser. We'll kick her out of line and have her get behind the cruiser. We'll leave the two screens as they are, although they are mixed. We will disable their torpedoes to start. Says they're to the northeast, so they are. Yes, I hear you. Let's see, what kind of range is this? We're out past 11 kilometers. I know, I hear you. You good kitty. Wow. A light cruiser 3-inch rifle is what scores a penetrating hit into the main belt. Executive Officer Meow Meow agrees. You know what? Let's combine all of you. Same class as before. I'm going to leave the torpedoes active. We are getting penetrations into her main belt, doing significant damage. Is this the same ship? Is this like an unrefitted version? Let's get broadside for additional torpedo tubes. What kind of armor is on here? Main belt's 12 inches. How are we getting penetrations with 3-inch guns? Were those false reports? There's a bunch of partial penetrations. That makes sense. Alright, let's keep it moving. Oh, big hit on the Dugay. Or Dugay. We'll detach her. Those torpedoes better not be getting close. Man. Sometimes game. Oh, don't run into it. Alright, there we go. Torpedo hit. Torpedo detonation. Chewed up the rear of their ship now. Oh, critical hit on the DeGrasse. Oh, critical hit on the Roland. Hard about. Man, she's still scudding along. It's a good angle, short range. Yeah, there go the torpedoes. Get the Roland out of there. I don't think she's gonna make it though. Good hit there. We're not being as smart this time around. That's for sure. Ooh, flash fire. Middle turret. Do we see a cascade? There goes two more torpedoes. Still got the bow to go. Yeah, Roland's done. Oh yeah, it's too late. You're not avoiding those. There's the next torpedo. Oh, she might avoid those. She got far enough ahead. Nope, you get both. Back aft, that's a lot of extra flooding. This one will miss. Want to stay on the Nishinotori. Which is listing heavily now. %16 crew losses. Some progressive flooding, but I don't think it's enough unless we see some in this compartment. not the high capacity shells we would like to see. Oh, more flooding. Dugui is probably done for at this point. Now these are 2 remaining ships. Nope, stay on target. Smoke. Let's go ahead and start closing in with the heavy cruiser as well. Alright, let's get some rudder on, see how much that hurts our aim. Looks like we might be able to sustain that reasonably. Oh, they're managing to get ahead of the flooding now. Not seeing much gunfire from her, though. We'll close in with the Desay. Oh, that took out the A turret? Sure did. Slow to 10 knots. Laying into her. We don't have the right ammunition for it though, because we have the capped AG rounds, so I'm not as likely to start a fire. Alright, we're taking too many hits. Gotta keep moving. Got the same here. Capped. Yep. have volume of fire, though. Looks like they're starting to fall behind on flooding again. Those main caliber guns are a threat. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. Come on, hard over. Flooding is getting progressive. All we need to do is spill over into one more compartment. There we go. Hit box contact. Don't like getting to this side of the battle cruiser. In fact, maybe we just keep going. Nice ricochet. Oh, that's got to be frightening. Guns go silent as we slide past each other. Prevent friendly fire. That's right, she has torpedo launchers, doesn't she? That's a little bit dangerous. Almost done enough structure damage at this point. Oh, that's unfortunate. The rudder damage is too bad, so we're not going to be able to shift rudder before we get to the other side of her again. Oh! Arthuse took the 12-inch of point-blank range. That is unfortunate. That was one of our ships. So we'll have to build a new one. The Nishinotori is taking a pounding. Definitely a lot more resilient to what we've seen from the other Japanese ships. Going in front or behind of them is the danger area. She's listing too heavily to aim from either port or starboard. We are now at a stop. We're going to operate the stern propulsion. Come to a stop again. Now we can proceed at just a few knots. Basic steerage. What's that for our accuracy? No, barely any engine vibration. How fast is she going? He's pulling a whopping 10 knots, so we will do the same. 10 knots. Butter our midships. We'll go ahead and accelerate time a little bit. We will use AP rounds for the mains. Secondaries will use HE. We don't have a huge chance to penetrate, but we have a chance. So let's use that. See if we can poke a hole. There we go, into the main tower. Which that's some of the structure, so we do have a chance of getting a structural kill on her. Surrendered due to high casualties. There we go. Hard fought. Not good use of the light cruisers. Just a little overconfident. And reckless when it comes to the Arethusa. With ships that aren't as well equipped to handle that situation. I'm not disappointed with the result though. Still a net gain. Most of those weren't our ships. Feel a little bad. Since that is all of our Korean friends. Mexico wants a destroyer. We launched an invasion of the Bismarck Archipelago, which is going to be over here. Okay, good. Does that count for both? It counts for both. That's amazing. 3 destroyers to go snag. We will attempt to do. How about over here? We're waiting for them to show up. Finance-wise, we are good to go. Politics, not much to do at this point. Japan is down to 1 battleship, 1 battlecruiser, so they've had some new builds. They are building a lot of ships. They need to keep up. This was an opportunistic war when they were weak. We're staying ahead of the curve. Oh wow, we're getting 2 of the new builds. I don't think we've seen any of our newest designs in battle yet. They're over here. They're involved. That's the relic fleet. That's the not quite as old fleet. This is the new fleet. Yeah, there they are. And then the battlecruiser fleet, which is also a new build. I think that closes out this round, though. Actually, let's check. We lost the one at Keelung. So we're waiting for a new cruiser. Did I not build a replacement for the other cruiser that we lost? Are we making 2 out here? These are repaired now. I don't see any repairs going on. So I think we lost track of that. So we'll make 2 new cruisers. Double check the class. It's a Surcouf. 1 for Manila, 1 for Keelung. Surcouf, there it is. 2 new ones. I'll get those set up for Manila and Keelung. But this has gone on long enough. A couple of longer episodes to end out the week, which is just as well. So I don't think I'm going to be able to record this weekend. But I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you all for the next one. Y'all have a good one. Take care.